Welcome back, guys, to Redcat Live. Yet another new. Wait, it's not. It's the same week. I kind of feel like I got deja vu right now because, like,
this is like your third show, right?
this is I mean, not including my other accounts.
Oh, okay.
Times are tough right now, bro. Okay, don't judge me. All right, whatever I do,
Multi-platform. Oh man,
there's like a weird platform that allowed me to like eat tacos and just.
I mean, getting paid to eat tacos,
like,
that's not a bad, situation.
It's like ASMR tacos, like sometimes just for the crunch though, I'll do taquitos, those little flautas and shit,
the sopes.
Yeah, kind of spice it up a little bit, change it up, But I swear to you, no Taco Bell has entered this body in ages.
I know, it's a word of the office that,
Don't believe the hype.
The chicken nuggets,
Believe that hype.
Oh, what exception.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't like Taco Bell. And regardless of what these guys say, I do not like Taco Bell. But I do like one thing at Taco Bell that I've been getting, and it's the chicken nuggets because, like, I do the 5-piece, but if they say that the 10-piece is like 72 grams of protein, the macros are insane. 72 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, like,
yeah.
You can't ask for anything better, you know what I'm saying? So
I keep on hearing the same thing, so I'm like, Taco Bell, serving chicken nuggets, what?
Right.
They become Del Taco.
I mean, Del Taco. Do you know Del Taco is actually owned by Taco Bell?
Why, really?
Yeah, there's part of they're like intertwined some way.
Huh. And then they're owned by Pepsi.
Oh, wow. That's even a trip. No
That's
wonder
why they have the Baja Blast.
Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Shay Kick. Brother man, what's going on with you, man? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We got Jacob Eckwright back in the house as well. Thank you, Jacob. Johnny, man, appreciate you so much for hanging out with us today. And, of course, we got the one and only Mr. Vince Vargas out of the 408 in San Jose, California, always holding it down for JJ Customs. Vince, man, give a big shout-out to Jason Lamarca out there for me, bro. Give him a big hug for me. Tell him, man, I always think about the homie. Pierre Stern, what's going on with you, man? Again, never misses a beat.
And kudos.
He's at it. He's a winner for sure. We got Madrigal Custom Turntables in the house. I appreciate you representing the 831. Always a pleasure having you on the show again and again. Okay, we got the Redcat 1964 Impala YouTube channel. That's an official. Yo, what's up with you, man? Thank you for hanging out with us as well. We got Chris Stanley back at it again. Yeah. Always another MVP. So we appreciate you. And there's this weirdo. Like, there's this like really weird dude that I don't know why he's even in here, but this guy right here. Redcat.
I know.
And like, he's just here to say what's up. Like, hello.
Hello.
Hey, that's a big creeper, but whatever. We'll let it slide this one time. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. We got Luis Sendejas, man. What's going on with you, brother, man? Thank you so much as well. We got Carlos, the RC guy, out here, man. What's going on with you, man? We got Just Try It DIY. What's good from the Midwest? Dude, that is actually one of the things that trips me out is when we would do these shows and we get a lot of people dropping where they're from. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like seeing, where we're at and where people watch. I think there was a few times we actually saw someone like from like Egypt was in here a few times. We got people from back east, West Coast, Germany. Yeah, Germany. What's a given? Yeah. Pierre Stern. He holds it down for Germany. I almost feel like Pierre Stern is like the only German RC fanatic in the whole country.
Dude, like,
because he's the only one that's here.
It's a completely different time zone, right? It's like
that's true. That's true. I don't know. Like, I think we're actually like lightweight. In sync. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I've asked him before.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Gerald Taylor back at it again, representing from the Great White North 100-mile house, British Columbia, Canada. Man, I am like...
Yeah, I know. It's been one of those days, man.
It's been a week, man. It's been a week. It's been a crazy, hectic week nonetheless, man. IG, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you so much for hanging out with us. We got the Sick Ones RC Car Club. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being a part of the community, man. We appreciate you so very much. And, of course, we got Brian himself, Mr. Don Galindo, representing. He says, what's up from Galindo's Lowrider Bikes and Parts? Make sure to check us out. Lots of new product available. So there you go, man. Check out the homie. He always holds it down. Has a lot of shows that he supports as well. And he's one of the forefronts in the Lowrider magazine, if I'm not mistaken, circuit for lowrider shows as well that holds it down for. So we appreciate you so very much. Redcat 1964 Impala, man. We love you too, man. Thank you so much for the love and support, man. You're awesome. Luis, man, ¿qué onda, carnal? And of course, Ricky Weeble. I can't take you anywhere, bro. Liar, our first day was talk about, listen. Yeah, it was. We only shared churros, the little, they were good. I was like, here, Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bite your finger.
We got, just tried, he's on his way to get tacos. I appreciate you, man. What kind of tacos are you going to get, though? I want to know. Drop it in the comments. Gerald Taylor, man, appreciate you so much, man. Yep. Out to get tacos as well. I love it.
What would be crazy is that if you're eating tacos and they are eating tacos at the same time, watching you eat tacos.
This is what's yeah, right. This is I've done that on the show before. I've eaten tacos. I was like, I actually went and bought tacos just to eat them on the show one year. It was I don't know what.
Probably make someone's day.
It was a different Oscar. It was 322-pound Oscar back then. So I'm like, organized chaos. Thank you for hanging out with us. You need to look up the Fat Electrician and see the origin of Taco Bell. I actually have. I know quite a bit about Taco Bell and the origin. We also know who they took the original idea from. We actually had a whole meeting. Like we actually hope the owner doesn't hear this, but we wasted like almost 20-30 minutes one day, and we went down the rabbit hole and did a whole we found out that it's based off of authentic food in essence, although I've never seen an authentic Crunchwrap Supreme in Chihuahua, Mexico, or Durango, pero
like chimichangas, that's American made.
Yeah, deep fried burritos.
But the original place that made them is in Tucson.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are also really well known in this state for fry bread too, right? If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'm sure it's not just an origin of Arizona, but very popular here as well. I never had fry bread until I moved to Arizona. That was that was interesting, and I love it. I love fry bread. The way they handle it down out here. Francisco Garcia 209 represent. Thank you so very much. We got Eddie Vigil in the house as well. We got Ruben and Phoenix. What's up, Redcat? Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. We got Alvin Munoz representing RC Locos. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us, brother. Roadside SC. Wait, haven't I already seen you two? Yes, you have. Yeah. And Troy,
we should have just switched it up and I sit there and you sit there.
You know what?
Just mix it up real quick. There you go.
Just to mess people up. There we go. We're gonna do it like this.
Okay, now you're watching a different show.
Yeah. Now it's a little different for you. All right. Pierre Stern, Chris Stanley. This is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Wow.
This is how you feel like.
I almost feel like I look better on that side. It has my.
I feel like this is like the king's throne, like right here.
Get out of my seat, bro. Yeah. Get out of my seat. This is weird.
Yeah. All right. Much better.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm not ambidextrous, so what I'm saying. This is just throwing me all off. Let's see. Let me skip ahead just a little tiny bit. RC Lokes, appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Craig Webb, man, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you so much. Out of Northern Alberta. Can't wait for the next virtual car show. Yeah, guys, actually, you know what? Kind of a good segue to talk about that as we move forward. This last week, we tried something new. And I'm for the life of me, I can't remember his name. I had to look at the last episode, and it was on the founders behind the scenes Bed Dancer Mini Truck group that we talked about it. And he had mentioned it would be kind of cool to do a virtual car show. And so I said, you know what, actually let's try that. So we talked about it on Monday. If you guys weren't here on Monday to see that episode where we actually celebrated the 20th anniversary of Redcat, looked at a little bit of the behind the scenes, the where we came from, where we have gone to, and kind of where we're at. But we're going to be doing a virtual car show every month now. It's going to be the norm. And I really liked the way it worked. I did notice there was something weird. There was a couple emails that came in later that were in my spam that I didn't find. So there was a few of you that did send pictures in that you guys didn't see your photos. I do apologize. It's a work in progress.
Yep.
We're going to make it better and better. I promise you that.
Understandable, though.
100%. I mean, sometimes, I'm getting older, so technology is kind of turning challenging. When you have to use the big font on your phone and do this, it's a problem, okay?
No. It's bad when you go
Yes, well, you do. You have to. I don't have bifocals yet, and you're younger than I am. But nonetheless, guys, the reality is that at the beginning of, at the last show of the month, we're going to say, all right, floodgates are open. Here's the email address. You're going to submit your photos to this email address where you guys will be able to submit all your photos. And I don't care if it's an RC lowrider, basher, rock crawler, as long as it's a Redcat product, you'll be able to submit a photo of it. It can be a photo with you holding your car, a scale photo. I prefer scale photos just because I'm a big geek when it comes to photography, as you are as well. So I have a real big passion for seeing that. But I want to submit, I want you guys to submit some photos and let's get your cars, showcased. And then what I'll end up doing is, if the photos kind of make the cut, they're nice, good photos, we'll end up using those photos and share them on our social media posts throughout the month, so you might get lucky twice, see it there, and if you make the cut,
featured on,
may be featured as well. So the goal is that when you guys submit those photos, you guys are going to the photos, the name of the car that you have, if your car has a name, or sometimes people dub their vehicles a certain name. And then after that, when we post it, we can give you guys affirmation to send people to your Instagram, TikTok, or just, if you don't care about all that and you just want your vehicle shared with the world, then that's what we're going to do. I'll make a video montage of all of those photos, share them with you guys here on the first Wednesday of the month, and then we'll use those photos as we go throughout the month as we go. So kind of a great way to just showcase a lot of you amazing builders out there. Maybe some of you guys are just up and coming, just want an opportunity to showcase some of your cool photos as well.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah. And so big shout out to him. And I want to say it is Luis Fernandez, but I could be super wrong. But he did a great job at recommending it, and it went great this last week, with the exception of my goof up of not getting all the photos. But hey, you know what? Let's make it happen, and we'll make it work. So I love it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you everyone that participated and were a part of the 20th year anniversary. Thank you to everyone that also won and entered into the big giveaway. That was fun by itself. But hey, let's make it happen. Let's see. I think last time I had about 50 photos. Listen, I'm okay if we end up with 100, we'll make it happen. I will at that point probably do half screen so we keep the show going while those photos are being shared.
That's probably a good idea.
Look something like, no, that's not going to work. We'll just leave it there.
Well, you kind of need something to go and split, right?
Right. I need media to do so. So, yeah, kind of a good way to do that. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so very much for all that support. And Ozzy, thank you for dropping your name, because I was not going to say your YouTube name. I just can't. But I appreciate you. Thank you for finally giving me a name. So big shout out, Ozzy. Thank you so much, man. You're the man.
I bet he could see my smile when I
right.
reading.
Exactly. So guys, listen. This is where we have to kind of change the topic a little bit.
Change gears.
And we're going to have a conversation that I don't think any of us really want to have. It's not a comfortable conversation to have for us where we stand, because we've been doing our part heavily to try and avoid any issues when it comes to what's going on globally speaking with trade and tariffs.
And it's affecting everyone, not just us in the RC industry.
So before we get into this conversation, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to please refrain from negative talk in the comments. Please keep it civil. We understand that there's realms and different walks of life and so on, but I want to make sure that we say these things because it's come to us that at this given time we have a lot of product that we want to bring in from overseas. Although our designs are made here in the U.S., obviously he's one of our designers and engineers. All of our stuff is made, still assembled and created overseas, but all of our designs are here in-house. They're not reworked designs from overseas like of the past, and even some of the manufacturers.
So all the injection molding and everything like that goes and happens overseas, and due to the tariff war, it's essentially we put a halt in terms of getting new inventory coming in. So that's something that you guys will most likely have seen on the website.
Right. There's a lot of other manufacturers and companies that are in the sector of the world that have had product come in that had already seen, or we're already starting to see those tariffs take a impact and go up in price points. And so we, at the beginning of the year, went up 10% on our RTRs, our products as a whole, and in hopes that we wouldn't have to go, any crazier. So this conversation we're having here is not us going up in price or anything at this time. It's not that, but rather letting everyone know that to suffice and to be able to maintain and kind of wait out what is happening globally speaking with everything. We're not going to make big orders at this time of products coming in, which means that a lot of things that you have noticed have been out of stock may continue to remain out of stock for a bit longer while we kind of wait for things to clear up. Even in a perfect world, let's say tomorrow things kind of go back to normal. In a perfect world, things are just like, hey, you know what? Cool. Everything's back to normal. We're good. We're still going to have some logistic issues, right?
So it's going to be essentially a backup of, shipping out containers, right? Not only that, it's going to be the process of getting containers because there's going to be a frenzy of people or frenzies of manufacturers who are trying to go and move inventory themselves. So that's one front. And then another front is the traffic on the water, right? So it will be a prolonged period of time before we go and see product coming to shore, even when the tariff is over.
Right. And so with that said, guys, we expect that if, let's say, tomorrow the flip is switched and for some reason we can go back to what we've historically had for ages and ages and ages, we still expect to kind of see a lot of the traffic that we saw once COVID dissipated, right? There's going to be a lot of people bidding on containers to try and get them on a ship in time to be able to get product back over here in that essence. And so we want to just be very transparent with everyone. We don't want, people to feel like, hey, you know what, these guys are going to charge 150, 145% over what we normally paid. We're trying to avoid that at all costs. And by doing that means that we're going to sell the inventory that we have and hopefully suffice as long as we can while we hopefully wait out what's going on. There's been a lot of other companies that we saw almost immediately overnight, prices increase, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to be that company that does that. And the only way we can do that is try to hold on as long as we can while we await for hopefully some form of a solution and progression moving forward.
But even though, getting inventory has halted, it has not stopped us in terms of the engineering side of developing new products or anything like that. Great point. So I just want to assure you guys, we're still working on going and creating new and amazing things for you guys. So one of the things that we've also found out recently is that because of the lack of orders that a lot of manufacturers are putting in, as an example, one of our factories that we deal with is also works with another really big name brand, and they have also halted making orders, so they've had to lay off people. And so obviously that means that once things kind of settle, they're going to have to rehire and train employees to go and assemble the cars and everything like that. Right, which can also add more of lead time and waiting to get products create or assembled. In the meantime, their engineering departments are still open. They're still working at full staff. We're still going back and forth in terms of getting new samples in and going and creating new stuff for the industry. And I think the end game is to keep the engineers that we have progressing forward, communicating with the factory, having the products that we have on the table that we want here this year. Because I promise you guys at the beginning of the year that this year was still going to be a stout year with product coming in and drops. But obviously with things happening the way they are, a lot of those drops we may not see till later in the year. Assuming that things clear up. It's all dependent on when things are going to get cleared up, because as you guys know, the later that this goes and tends to go draw out, then it has an effect on the holidays too, right? Because then it's going to be more of a frenzy to go and get product onto the wall. It's going to be crazy, because you can imagine if things clear up, late summer for some reason, and people are going to want things. People are going to want products for gifts and what have you. And there's going to be a big drive there as well. But again, guys, by no means was this a need or a want to create fear in any way, shape, or form that prices are going to go up for us, but rather that we want to be transparent with you guys and knowing that while we are transitioning and waiting things to clear up, we have plans to continue the designing of products as we go while we await potentially getting these containers back in our neck of the woods, because containers are filled with product and we've already paid for that product. So we just need to wait for it to clear up to get them here. So waiting
man.
game.
Right, 100%. You know, and I see a lot of comments. You know, there's a lot of guys up here. You know, make it in USA, no tariffs. You know, what a lot of people don't understand too
Is the driving cost of things. It's
Right.
just not in the
machinery that is needed to do such things isn't always readily available. You know, and for someone that is in the market of an RC vehicle compared to, like, let's say, an automobile or something of that nature, they might have a lot more of the funds to get involved in that. And of course, even if we were to do that and able to do that, and it would take quite some time to get to a point where we can make that happen. Regardless, as I mentioned, the end game is to make sure that we continue bringing great products to you guys. And we just ask everyone to just be understanding and knowing that if you see things that are out of stock, we know we're working our best to try and find solutions otherwise. But we appreciate all of your guys' amazing support. Doesn't matter what sector of the hobby you're in that supports us. All of you matter to us, and your opinions matter to us. And we value you as customers and as community and family members to Redcat. So, you know, thank you guys so much for all of your support. You know, we had an amazing couple years, and we want to continue that notion. And those last couple years have transpired into a lot of awesome things that you guys are working on that I'm ready for. And
there's a lot of it in the pipeline. You know, it's some of it is like really exciting, right? Because I know that they're gonna go crazy for it once, you know, we're able to get over this tariff issue. But
right.
It's just what it is. You know, everyone's going through it. You know, not only in the RC industry, like how I said, you know, all over the nation. You know, people are feeling it. It's just the reality of the matter. 100%.
And again, guys, you know, I mean, we have products that we're working on that we've been working on for the long period of time. I mean, even the mini truck we have going on kind of falls underneath the same realm. You know, we're almost in those, you know, latter days of that product, and you're still working on a lot of those details as we go. But, you know, obviously, even when that thing is done, you know, we're still waiting to see what this market is going to do, and things could change day by day.
I mean, but in reality, if it gets fixed, you know, tomorrow by some, you know, miracle, right? It's just the reality of the waiting of the shipment.
Right, exactly.
Which we already explained.
And again, we've seen it happen across the realm. A lot of the manufacturers are taking different standpoints on what's going on right now. Some of them are being reactive immediately by raising prices. Others are holding on while they can. But I think at the end of the day, the end game as a whole for the hobby in general is to keep it alive and well and secure. And we won't be able to do that unless we all work as a team, as a community, to make sure that the hobby stays as it should. You know, fun, stress-free, and potential for growth, you know, within what you do creatively with your products as well. So, you know, I think we want to do that. And unfortunately, Charles Fernandez, the nuclear sub is on hold at the moment. You know, so is my paletero cart that I'm waiting on. My nitro, oh wait, no,
dude,
I'm gonna change it. I want a plutonium powered taco cart,
dude. I would invest time to go and do the surfacing for that, and then just like 3D scan your face of you pushing the cart. That'd be hilarious.
Right. I think that'd be cool. I don't know.
That would be hilarious. And put it onto like a Sen 18 platform. Right,
exactly.
Dude.
And listen. I mean, I came from a realm of RC vehicles where, you know, I was in the crawler scene back in, you know, 2010 is when I got really heavy into the crawler scene, got into it hard. And I mean, there wasn't parts off the shelf to use. You know, we had to make our own axles and cut up other products' axles to make things happen. I mean, we came from a place of being really resourceful. And, you know, I think it's a situation where we're at now, we've almost kind of gotten a little spoiled with lipo and, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm on Nitro Pimp's, you know, realm. Like, we need to go back to make Nitro great again, you know, and then, like, just start nitroing it up, everything. I mean, I think it's time we maybe start working on a Nitro-powered RC lowrider, you know?
Dude.
Can you imagine like one motor per corner going up and down?
Jeez. You just keep it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, the 2-speed action, you know?
It was funny on the other show we were talking about like our first RC cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun discussion.
Right. Yeah. Dale Gribble, what's going on with you, man? Oh, dude, go back and check it out. We talked a lot about the same today, Dale, on today's episode. And just like always, you know, there's a lot of folks out here that, are not in the group. And so from where they stand, they're like, wow, this is taking forever, and rightfully so. But for those that are in the group, you know, they've been really well informed on every avenue, including, what this the tariff situation is enduring with there. We had this conversation with them there as well today in full transparency. And thankfully we had a lot of great feedback from everyone. And like we're going to tell everyone, the mini truck itself, anyone that has bought into it, up until we make the final order, you have every right to reach out to us and we'll give you a full refund on your, on what you, on your buy-in for it, your pre-order. There's no harm, no foul. And if you want to get back into it once a truck is closer to being done, you can definitely get back in then. We definitely don't want anyone to feel like, there's no way out. You know, it's a product that has a lot of heart and passion and a lot of motivation. And it's really near and dear to us too. And, for me being the host of that show and him being the lead engineer on that one. So it means a lot to us. And, we likely that it could be done by the end of the year, still very, very likely to do so. Is just a matter of, can we get it shipped here in time, and can it not get hit with these, crazy tariffs, and because we have a price we want to keep it at, and we don't want to, make everyone have to pay for and suffer for that realm either.
It's like how you said they, people that are outside of the group, they don't know what, is really going on in terms of, all the, what it takes to go and actually make something into a product, right? So we go more into that like on the show.
And I think that's kind of one of the cool things about that sector is that we have a lot of video content where we show people CAD file design, what it takes to make a mold, what injection molding is. Like, we really geek out really heavily. Now, taking the last couple of weeks, we've been having a lot more fun with the people in there. And it's been a really cool, show to have. It's definitely a lot looser. Yeah, it's a lot looser feel that we have here. Because it's private, and so like we can kind of be a little bit more risque, so to speak. But nonetheless, the end game is always the same: is to have a good time and give everyone the best of ourselves. And everyone in there's been just awesome, So regardless what part of the sector of the hobby you're in and you support us, we appreciate you wholeheartedly. Thank you so much for being understanding and knowing that we're going to do everything we can within our power to keep this going in the right direction, continuing to engineer and develop. And as things get hopefully better, we will, get product back on the shelves and make things happen so that everyone can be loving and enjoying their RC products from us, as well as others. Like I said, this isn't just impacting us. Yeah. This is impacting a global market at the end of the day. So
we felt that it's important to go and actually address it and talk to you guys, and how Oscar said, be transparent, right? That's the most important thing.
And I think that's one thing that I really love about Redcat that I've learned from an early on age, is that even when we make a mistake on a product, or the factory makes a mistake, on something that we release, we own it. We don't just wait for a second order to make those adjustments and then move them. We always try to be honest with our clients and be transparent with them. And this is no different, right? This is just as important to us as anything else. All of us here are hobbyists at the end of the day. I own products from almost every single brand of RC out on the market. Just because I work here doesn't mean that everything on my shelf is only Redcat. I'm a fanatic of RCs. If I were to show you, you would probably see, a lot of my RCs. So I have so many RCs that I actually hide them here sometimes because I don't take them home.
Yeah, you got quite a collection going on here,
I do. There's a whole rack over there, and there's probably about 8 or 9. There's another 2 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my desk. So, and some of them are ours, some of them are others. I'm a fan of RC.
I think their jaws would drop if they went and saw the engineering room and see all the bodies on the wall, right?
Yeah, let's not, I can't tell them what's over there, because then the next thing you know, they're going to want to go in there, So
it puts in perspective how many, samples that we go and get in of a particular body. Right?
Yep.
It's not like, oh, we get one and then, okay, that's cool. Let's go and run it.
Exactly. And we appreciate you guys' support. We're reading the comments, guys, and you guys, a lot of you are amazing. And again, everyone's opinion matters to us. It doesn't matter if it's from one side or the other. We feel that everyone is just as valuable. And again, I think in this hobby of RC, no matter what side of the fence you're on, the end game or the truth is that we all enjoy playing with tiny trucks, tiny cars, replacing servos when they burn out, dealing with the headaches of LiPo batteries and trying to avoid LiPo fires and so on. So
scraping bumpers.
Yeah, scraping bumpers. Exactly. So that's kind of it, guys. That's kind of the conversation we wanted to have with everyone and letting everyone know that you guys matter to us, and we want to give you the best of ourselves. And just know that just because there might not be a lot of new things coming in as soon as we thought they would, that the engineering team is still working on things, and I'm still working on filming, and we're going to continue having these shows and having a good time. And Yoshi, you're talking about parts for 65 Impala, as I mentioned. We're halted on getting a lot of things shipped in right now. So as soon as we can, we will, but there's just no telling at this moment when I'll have more parts arriving. I don't even know if there's anything on the water at the moment for us. So I know that there's a lot of things in the works, but just rest assured, Yoshi, I hear you. And as soon as we can get more parts in, we'll definitely do so as quickly as we can. So thank you guys so much for that. What's that? So next week, Oscar takes us into the engineered lives. Why not?
It's just gonna be a one big blur, right?
We're gonna have to do the whole Zoom meeting thing where like everything behind us is blurred.
Yeah, it's just you like perfectly cut out like in a green screen type of situation.
Right.
Like, oh wow.
Exactly. But again, Yoshi, I appreciate you. I see you, bro, and a lot of you guys. You guys are your comments are all valuable to me. But again, I wanted to make sure that we informed you guys of what we know at this moment and what we don't know, right? We're all hoping for the best, and this impacts a lot of people. We've seen the impact on a lot of different manufacturers and their employees as well. And we want to outlast whatever is going on to make sure that we can make it happen, Redcat 1964 Impala. Do I know why Jerry's is closed? No, but I'm assuming he might have a holiday. They call it a holiday, which is like a vacation. So, I'm sure, Jerry's kind of once in a while closes his doors and just kind of regroups and recharges batteries. I'm sure he wants to have a good time with his, his bride and whatnot. So I would just venture to say it's probably just has to do with having just wanting to spend some time with family or what have you. And he travels to the U.S. quite a bit for different shows. So, sometimes it's hard to run that online operation while you're in different places. But, I wouldn't venture to say, I would venture to say I don't think there's any issues with Jeffries or his business at all. I think everything's going to go really well for him. I mean, the man is who he is. How can it not? Yeah. So, we appreciate that. Let's see. Shake Cake, when's the taco truck kit coming out for the 53 tow truck? That actually would be kind of dope, man.
Oh, okay.
Right. And Kevin Kane, more vigilantes. They were, slated to be shipped out. And again, with everything happening right now, we're kind of at a standstill where we don't want things on the water right now with the uncertainty of what those potential tariffs can end up costing. So we're, instead of bringing them in and then doing a pass through of pricing onto our customers, we're trying to avoid that. So, we're going to continue offering the product that we have on the shelves as long as we can, in hopes that we can outweigh or wait out some form of a deal that can be made to where we can get these products in a timely manner and in a efficient price matter as well. So
a taco truck, there you go.
I love it. And
that's a popular thing,
I don't know why anyone would want that, man. I'm serious, but I don't think anyone. I don't know. I want to go old school. I need to have like a taco trailer attached to my 64.
I think it was like prolonged by the fire, but I saw someone with like the chef taco truck.
Yeah.
He didn't sell tacos, but the Cubano.
Oh truck. That movie's actually pretty good too. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm a big fanatic of culinary. My dad was a chef for 38 years. I grew up in the kitchen. I come home. I'm the one that cooks at home, you know, so I love it and have all of his knives. And, you know, I'm probably one of the, I've sliced my nails off a few times, but I mean, I can
You go pretty
get
quick
down.
with it.
Yeah. Mill Shields, when are we going to drop a Lincoln, 65 Lincoln Continental?
Dude, a Continental would be sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of wants, right?
We go back and forth all the time, you know, like, dude, what if we went and did this? Oh, what if we went and did that? Like, like
there's a lot of things. I mean, I want a Prius. I want a bagged Prius.
Like an old like Thunderbird, I think would be pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth body would be cool. You ever seen Sweet Tooth?
Yeah, from Twisted Metal.
Yes, yes, that'd be really cool. So, I mean, that's really about it for today, guys. You know, we just wanted to, you know, get a hold of you guys, let everyone know that we're thinking of you, and we're very proud to be here for 20 years celebrating, and the plans ahead, and we're going to keep the wheels turning. The guys are going to keep working away, making things happen, and hopefully we can get some more, you know, product once kind of things die down with what's going on. So Dre Day, we talked quite a bit about the bed dancer about maybe 15 minutes ago. If you can rewind and take a listen to that, it'll give you all the information you're looking for, brother, man. But thank you so much, Dre Day, for the question. Nitro Pimp, what's not to like about a taco truck? It's not that I don't think anyone would like a taco truck. I don't know if there'd be a big enough market to sell enough of them, you know?
I mean, it'd be cool, right? But
so, well, guys, without further ado, let's get into some of the things that might be happening in your neck of the town, or your neck of the woods, and we'll go from there. Okay. So, let me see. First and foremost, we got more Bounce Mother's Day Love Jam. This event's going to happen this weekend, Saturday, May 10th, at the Yucca Tap Room in, I believe, Mesa, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I got my notes here, and I didn't bring them up. Oops. Here we go. In Tempe, Arizona. If you want more information, check out Sergio Betancourt. He has all the information you need for this. There should be a lowrider scene going on there as well, and a lot of good times. So definitely check it out. Up next, we got none other than Dreams in Motion. This event is going to be held Saturday, June 28th, 2025 in Prescott Valley, Arizona. It is free to all spectators. There's going to be a street scene set up by the man, myth, legend, Cory L. Clark. And Skunks Hobbies is going to be there with the booth as well set up. This year, it's going to be free to all spectators as well as anyone that wants to participate with the RC lowrider scene. Next year, there might be some pricing, but at this point, go on out there, have a good time. If I am in town and available, I'm going to go out to that one and get some photos wherever possible, so keep an eye out for that one as well. And the next one is going to be the Valley Lowriders celebrating their annual picnic, August 3rd, 2025, Harlon Block Park in Weslaco, Texas. This is a free-for-all event. So come on out, have a good time, enjoy it, and hopefully get some good video and content to share with us so that we can share with the world. Valley Lowriders have held it down the last couple of years. We appreciate supporting this event year after year, and hopefully something cool can come of it. All right. Next up, we got Ledgestock 2025 happening August 7th in Harrisville, New Hampshire. If you want information for this event, there is a link in the description of this video that'll take you to the actual landing page where you can get all the info you need and all the latest and greatest. This is also a multi-year event. Can't wait to see what comes back out of this one as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and look forward to that event in the future as well. All right, Mob Ties LV. So there's a lot of wants and needs for bodies in the future at this time.
Yep.
For that chassis, I mean, what's kind of great is you have a lot of great folks already making some cool bodies. And you guys are doing some great stuff with them, right?
It's just when it comes to like the, you know, something like a 5-piece or the 63, right, which is a 3-piece body, like those details, it takes time. Yes, it really does to get things right, and essentially, and even the paint too. Right, it's a back and forth process, and just for paint. Right.
I mean, even Redcat 64, he says he wants an ice cream truck. I mean, I want to see like big worms.
A big worm, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be a dope one to do for sure. You know, there's a lot of wants. Need a square body GM. That's right up your realm, bro.
Yeah, that is.
You like square bodies.
I'll keep advocating for that one.
And then Brandon Eckrite, I know he's a big Chrysler fan, so he wants a Mopar 57 and 61 Chrysler 300 would be pretty sick on the 285 chassis. So there's another you know, potential as well.
You know, we always got to, you know, throw in the plum crazy purple, you know, in some way somehow, right?
I don't know, dude. I think we need to go. We need to do it big. I'm gonna say this right now.
Okay.
The next car I don't care what you have. You should throw it out the window, and you guys should bring out a PT Cruiser.
A PT Cruiser, oh man.
No, a Prowler.
Dude, a PT Cruiser on a crawler body? I mean, a crawler platform?
I'm saying, that'd be cool, right?
No, it would be funnier. It'd be like a Tesla.
Get out of here. I'm done with you. All right, guys. Well, you guys, we appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and listening to everything going on here. But we're going to leave you guys with that one. Hold on. Redcat64 has a question. Let's see what his question is really quick, and then we'll get out of here. Yes, I agree. Square bodies would sell quick, man. With chrome
I mean, you're talking to two people that own square bodies. So
well, you own a square body. Mine is not a square body. Mine would be
what is it, like a 60s?
Mine's a 64.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
A PT Bruiser Phoenix RC crawler. No, Shields says 66 Lincoln. I like that actually quite a bit. That'd be cool. And also, guys, before we do take off, can y'all make an ice cream truck? See, you just get stuck on that.
You keep on getting that.
So, guys, I do want to take a quick moment and offer a moment of silence. There was, if you guys don't know, there's an event that happens here quite frequently this last year, and it's called OASA. OASA on a Sunday afternoon. And it's a local show. It's a lowrider event with music being played, kind of a good vibe. And they had a single mile celebration this last Sunday when unfortunately there was some kind of altercation that led to some shots being fired and the loss of some really young lives in the process. So, my heart goes out to everyone impacted. It is local here to Arizona. And although Arizona is not my home turf, it is my home now. And, my heart goes out to everyone that's been impacted by, what happened this last Sunday. And so if you guys can just keep those families' thoughts in our prayers, we definitely, hope for the best for them. It's never a good situation when you have, a family event, turn that level because of a few people that just, couldn't keep their heads cool. But, at the end of the day, we wish everyone the best. We hope everyone can stay safe, stay blessed out there. Remember, we're all human beings at the end of the day. When you're out there crawling or playing with your lowriders or playing with your RC cars, you're drifting, you're bashing. Listen, we're all the same people enjoying this hobby together. So let's do the best that we can to keep that mentality going and keep everyone safe and sound and coming back to be able to enjoy the hobby day in and day out. From all of us here at Redcat, we appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you guys here next week, same time, same channel. And maybe we'll make him be the host next year. I don't know.
Oh boy, you guys don't want that.
He's like, what button do I push? Like, don't you pull the plug? I guess so.
Watch it be live for like 30 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out if it's on or not.
Right. He's like, I don't know if it's working.